Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to NLP and the Coronavirus Day 50. Happy anniversary. It's our 50th anniversary since we first started meeting like this. Can you believe that? So this is my final one. So congratulations, by the way, on that. So this is probably our final one on the Q&A from the Kybalion. I'm going to wrap up the questions from Christina and Adrian, I think, with this final one. I'm going to go through something which we teach in Huna intensives, which I think will answer all of those other questions and tie a few things together, because it's got together with the polarity, it's got gender, it's got correspondence, it's got the whole works in it. So this is a symbol from Huna, though it's a model, if you like, so we could actually apply it to other systems, other models besides Huna, but obviously that's the one that I'm involved in. That's the one I'm a Kuma in the lineage, and this is called the Kayave symbol. And what we have here is it's a story, if you like, or a model of creation. So from a Huna perspective, as I say, we can put it onto other models as well, is what we've got here is what's called in Hawaiian the Keawe. Keawe is the source of everything. It's pure no-thingness. It would be the source in other systems. It would be the quantum space in quantum physics. It would be the Ein Sof Or in the Kabbalistic tradition. And we could map that across to every other single tradition, every other single model that there is on the planet. And then this is the Po. The Po in Hawaiian means the darkness. So in the beginning of creation, and this is the creation of everything and anything, yeah? So again, law of correspondence, this is the creation of everything in the universe and everything in the universe, if that makes sense, yeah? So what happens is, and this is where frequency comes in, a vibration comes from the Keawe, comes across the Po, and hits the edge of the universe. And then in the Huna creation story, in the Kumulipo, then what we get is Kane, which is the male aspect of the creator of the universe. Yeah. But also, we've got Navahine, which is Kane's wife, which is the active principle. So again, now what we've got is the first polarity. Yeah. And then Kane and Navahine create the first dichotomy down here, with again the negative and the positive from the gender and the polarity. And when we go in that direction, we're increasing the frequency. When we go in that direction, we are decreasing the frequency. Yeah. So what we've got is, this is how everything in the universe is created. Everything's created as a dichotomy, as a polarity of opposites. So as an example, what we could have here is we could have me and then everything else, everybody else, including you, as a dichotomy here. Yeah. So that's how everything in the universe is created. But because of the law of correspondence, a couple of things with this. One is that we can reverse that process. So whereas we've been looking at it as coming down in this direction, which is the process of creation, we could also look at it as being going in that direction, which is the process of decreation or the process of synthesis. So So we can run the process forwards for creation. We can run the process backwards for uncreation. So as an example, if there was a dichotomy here that wasn't serving you, that was causing you a conflict or causing you some resistance, then what you can do is you can do this process to uncreate that process, take it back into the Kayave, back into the nothing, and then come out with a totally new idea and create a new creation. So a question I think was from Adrian asked was about how do we balance the polarity or the gender on each particular level. So this is not really about balance. You see, here's the thing. So if you've got an imbalance here, as in this isn't working for you, then what you do is you draw it up to here. You dissolve that imbalance, and then the imbalance will disappear and become balanced here. Yeah. Then what you can do is you can bring it down and recreate it in balance. I think it was Christina asked a very good question about the body being a boundary that separates the inside and the outside. Good question. So again, what you can do is you've got a dichotomy, which is you with your physical body over here and everything else over here. So if that isn't balanced for you, if that's in your perception creating an imbalance, then again what we do is we draw it up to the level or layer above, and then the imbalance will disappear. The boundary will actually disappear, because when you go up to here, you disappear. Yep. So what we've got here though as well, law of correspondence, is this is working on 3 levels. 1, 2, 3. Yep. But then, because of the law of correspondence, I know this brought up a number of things for people, then we can map those 3 levels onto anywhere on here. So, we could go for this 3 levels. So that would be the top of that diagram. Then that would be the top of the triangle, and that would be the dichotomy of male and female and polarity. But equally what we could do is we could transpose that law of correspondence all the way up to each of the 7 levels, so that we can do creation on each of the 7 levels, and we can do synthesis or uncreation on each of the 7 levels. Now, that's fairly mind-blowing, fairly mind-boggling. I've never actually thought about combining the Kayave symbol. Let me just bring it back up again. Where is it? I never really thought about combining that with that through the law of correspondence, vibration, frequency, and polarity. So there you go. I've been learning as much as you have by going through these 7 laws from the Kybalion, and also the things where I've been relating it into electronics and those kind of things. My major project is still in process. I will get that to those of you who said that you are interested in that. And, if the more kind of esoteric things that we've been talking about for the last probably now 2 weeks, you've liked them, then also, I am doing a masterclass on numerology, because numbers have frequency. And of course, there's a correspondence between numbers and letters, and therefore words. So that numerology masterclass, which is going to be online, it's going to be virtual, but it's going to be live. It's going to be with me personally. I'll put the link for that training in the comments below. If you've liked this kind of stuff, then you'll love the numerology masterclass. So I hope that's been useful. Probably seeded even more questions in your mind. But there we go. There is always more to learn. That's one of the things that I've discovered over the last 30 years since I got into personal development, personal transformation, NLP, hypnosis, timeline therapy, Huna, esoteric, spiritual stuff. Is you know, like I've been going through this, and I've gone, whoa, I'd never thought of that before. What about this? And that is the most exciting thing. Is it gives you no valid reason to ever be bored, gives you no valid reason to ever not have something new to learn, which I think is exciting. There won't actually be a Facebook Live tomorrow night, Thursday, because at 7 p.m. till 8 p.m, I'm being interviewed live on a radio show on Second City Radio. I'm being interviewed by the host, Denise Mortimer, and that's got an hour-long show. I don't know what questions she's going to ask me, so there we go. And I've also chosen the music for the show too, and there might be a few little surprises for you too. So I'm going to put a link up for that because I won't actually be able to do the Facebook Live because I will be live on the radio from 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. on Thursday, and then I'll come back and see you on Friday before the weekend. So wherever you are in the world, love you lots, and ahui ho.